Hey, hey, hey. Welcome back to another out of this world story from Mr. Fictionality. Spy Kids, the Predator and the Alien. A group of young spies, led by Juni Cortez and Carmen Cortez, discover that a conflict between violent aliens and hunted predators is brewing on Earth. Alien arrival. The air in the Cortez household was thick with the scent of freshly baked cookies and a palpable sense of unease. Juni Cortez, a whirlwind of boundless energy and questionable decision-making, was glued to the television, his brow furrowed in concentration. Carmen, ever the pragmatic one, was meticulously dissecting a complex circuit board, her brow equally creased with a blend of curiosity and suspicion. "Have you seen the news lately?" Juni asked, his voice hushed, almost conspiratorial. Carmen, without looking up, simply grunted. "It's all over the local channels. People disappearing, no trace, just gone. It's starting to feel like a bad sci-fi movie." Carmen finally looked up, her dark eyes filled with a familiar spark of intrigue. Sci-fi? Or maybe a little too real for comfort, Juni. Their parents, Gregorio and Ingrid Cortez, renowned spies for the Organization of Coordinated Organizations, OCO, were away on a sensitive mission, as they always vaguely put it. This left the kids, armed with their own inherited penchant for adventure and a cache of state-of-the-art spy gadgets, to investigate the unsettling string of disappearances in their neighborhood. Juni, true to form, was already packing his backpack with an assortment of gadgets: a miniature grappling hook, a sonic disruptor, and a pair of chameleon goggles, among other things. "We gotta find out what's going on," he declared, his voice laced with a thrill of anticipation. Carmen, ever the strategist, was already mapping out their plan. "First, we check the last known locations of the missing. Maybe there's a pattern, a clue, something." Their investigation began quietly enough. They explored deserted parks, scrutinized surveillance footage from local businesses, and even interviewed some bewildered neighbors, all while utilizing their impressive array of gadgets. The clues, however, were sparse, frustratingly ambiguous, until they discovered a faint, metallic scent lingering near the last known location of a young boy named Timmy. A scent that didn't belong to anything they'd ever encountered. Spy World. The metallic scent, coupled with the growing number of disappearances, finally convinced Carmen of the true nature of the threat. She raced to the family's secret compartment, a hidden room behind a bookcase in their living room, filled with advanced technology and a plethora of spy gear. It was there, amidst the whirring of complex machinery and the blinking lights of holographic displays, that a hidden message played, revealing the truth that had been cloaked in secrecy for years. Their parents weren't just spies. They were part of a clandestine division within the OCO, tasked with monitoring and containing alien threats to Earth. A holographic projection of their mother materialized, her face etched with a mixture of concern and pride. "Juni, Carmen," she said, her voice echoing through the room. "We weren't prepared to reveal this to you so soon, but the situation has become critical. We are facing a threat unlike anything we've encountered before. A conflict between two powerful alien species, the predators and the aliens, is escalating, and it's reaching Earth." The revelation was both shocking and exhilarating. The Cortez kids, always eager to prove themselves, were now officially recruited into the OCO's elite division dedicated to alien threats. They were given unrestricted access to the Vault's arsenal of cutting-edge spy gear, gadgets that could cloak them in invisibility, allow them to communicate telepathically, and even manipulate the environment around them. Juni, overwhelmed with the sudden influx of technology, almost bounced off the walls. "This is amazing. We can finally put our skills to the test." Carmen, on the other hand, was taking in the information with her usual composure, already formulating a plan of action. "Mother mentioned something about predators and aliens," she said, her voice calm but serious. "We need to understand who these beings are and what they want from us." First encounter. The metallic scent led them to an abandoned warehouse on the outskirts of town. As they stealthily navigated the dilapidated building, the air grew heavy with a sense of impending danger. Juni, using his chameleon goggles, spotted them first, a hulking, dark figure with glowing yellow eyes, its skin a mosaic of intricate patterns. It was a predator, a formidable hunter from a distant galaxy, stalking its prey. And the prey was an alien, a terrifying biomechanical creature with a serpentine body and a razor-sharp tail. Its chitinous exoskeleton glinted under the dim warehouse lights, and its mandibles clicked rhythmically, a chilling symphony of threat. The kids watched in horrified fascination as the predator unleashed a volley of plasma blasts, the energy crackling through the air. The alien retaliated with a swift, deadly lunge, its claws flashing in the darkness. It was a clash of titans, an epic battle between two fearsome hunters. Juni, ever impulsive, was ready to rush in, but Carmen held him back. "We don't know anything about these creatures yet," she whispered. "We need a plan." They were privy to some basic information from their parents' transmission. The predators were a race of ruthless hunters, obsessed with trophies. The aliens, on the other hand, were parasitic, aggressive, and highly adaptable, their hives able to quickly consume and colonize planets. But none of that explained why they were fighting on Earth. The fight between the predator and the aliens served as a stark reminder of the danger they faced. The kids knew they had to act quickly and cleverly if they wanted to survive the coming storm. Predator trap. Using the knowledge gleaned from their parents' transmission and their newly acquired spy gadgets, Juni and Carmen devised a trap. They rigged the warehouse with a series of laser grids, sonic disruptors, and cleverly placed explosive charges. Their plan was simple: lure the predator into a deadly maze and then take it down. However, as it often happened with Juni's plans, things did not go as smoothly as anticipated. The predator, a cunning and experienced hunter, anticipated their trap, and within moments, the warehouse became a battleground of lasers, explosions, and primal roars. The predator, enraged, retaliated with a relentless barrage of plasma blasts. The kids narrowly escaped, dodging blasts with dexterity honed by years of training and an abundance of adrenaline. They were outmatched, outgunned, and outwitted. Carmen, ever quick on her feet, activated a remote-controlled device, causing a massive section of the warehouse's roof to collapse, temporarily disorienting the predator. They used the distraction to escape, narrowly avoiding being impaled by one of the predator's wrist blades. "That was close," Carmen said, her voice filled with a mixture of relief and concern. "We need a new strategy." Juni, though rattled, was already thinking of a solution. "Maybe we can use their rivalry to our advantage. If we can find another alien, we might be able to turn them against the predator. An alliance with an alien creature." Following the faint scent of the alien's acidic blood, the Cortez kids found themselves in the city's abandoned sewer system, a dank, claustrophobic labyrinth. There, they discovered a wounded alien, its exoskeleton marred by burn marks and cuts. It was a creature of immense power, despite its injuries, but also seemingly confused and desperate. The kids, aware of the potential danger, cautiously approached the alien. Carmen, using her communication device, attempted to contact it, sending a series of calming signals. It was a risky move, but the alien, sensing the lack of hostility, surprisingly responded with a series of low, guttural growls, almost like a sigh of relief. "It seems we have a chance here," Carmen said, her voice hushed, her eyes locked on the alien. Juni, ever the negotiator, extended a hand, a gesture of peace. The alien, after a moment of hesitation, cautiously touched Juni's hand with its clawed fingers. The touch was cold and slightly slimy, but it was a connection. An unlikely alliance was forged. "We can help you," Juni offered, "but we need your help too. The predator is hunting you, and we need to stop it before it hurts anyone else." The alien responded with a series of guttural sounds, an agreement. It made sense. If they were both being hunted by the same predator, perhaps they had a common enemy and a possibility of a common goal. Secret base. Guided by the alien, the kids delved deeper into the city's underbelly, navigating forgotten tunnels and abandoned subway lines. Their investigation led them to a hidden facility, a massive underground complex concealed beneath the city's skyscrapers. It was a secret base, built by the predators, its walls adorned with strange symbols and pulsating with an eerie blue light. The kids, using their invisibility cloaks and specialized sensors, infiltrated the base. What they discovered there chilled them to the core. The facility was a hive of activity, predators and aliens working together, although not in harmony. The predators were seemingly in charge, using some type of technology to control the aliens. The walls were lined with screens displaying horrifying images of planned attacks on major cities. Using their devices, the kids managed to access the predators' communication network and intercepted a coded message, a plan for a general attack on Earth designed to eradicate all human life. The predators were using the aliens as weapons, potentially to wipe out the planet and harvest something from its core. They're planning to destroy the entire planet, Carmen exclaimed, her voice filled with a mixture of disbelief and fear. Juni, his face grim, clenched his fist. We have to stop them. With their mission clear, the Cortez kids knew they had to act fast. They had to find a way to alert the rest of the OCO while developing a plan to stop the imminent attack. Final battle. The final battle took place on the roof of the tallest skyscraper in the city, a panoramic view of the city bathed in the pale light of the setting sun. The predators, sensing that their plans had been discovered, launched a full-scale attack. The kids, with the help of the alien and a few other OCO agents who rushed to their aid, were forced to face an overwhelming force. Juni, using his sonic disruptor, unleashed a cacophony of sound, disorienting the predators and scattering them for a moment. Carmen, with practiced precision, repelled them with her energy shields. The alien, in the thick of the fight, was a whirlwind of sharp claws and potent acidic blood, cutting down the predators with fierce efficiency. The predators were relentless, their weapons powerful and their tactics brutal. They seemed relentless and willing to continue killing until they achieved their goal. It became clear that the predators were not just hunting the aliens. They were using them as a tool for a larger purpose. But the Cortez kids refused to back down. They had learned the predators weren't just ruthless hunters. They were strategic, intelligent, and incredibly dangerous. They started using their knowledge of the predators' tech to their advantage. Juni, using a device he'd scavenged from the base, began to disrupt the predators' control over the aliens, while Carmen engaged the predators in a fierce hand-to-hand battle. The aliens, freed from the predators' control, turned on their previous controllers, unleashing their fury on the predators. The battle became a chaotic frenzy of laser blasts, acidic blood, and sharp claws. Friends or enemies? The confusion of the battle created an unlikely opportunity for observation. The kids realized that the predators and aliens were not simply enemies. They were also competitors, vying for control of a resource that seemed to originate from Earth itself. A powerful energy source pulsing deep within the Earth's core. It was this source that the predators were trying to harvest and the aliens were trying to protect, likely for their own purposes. Their initial hypothesis about the predator and alien rivalry now seemed far more complicated. Who was a real enemy? Was it the predators who were using the aliens as pawns, or were the aliens also a source of danger to Earth? After finally defeating the main force of predators and sending the remaining ones back to their own planet, the kids were left with more questions than answers. They were starting to understand that the alien threat was far more complex than they initially envisioned. Joining forces. With the immediate threat abated, Juni and Carmen began to contemplate a future where Earth was perpetually under threat. They had to find a way to prevent a future war between the predators and the aliens from spilling onto Earth again. The only way to do that was to convince both species that cooperation was a better option than conflict. The kids approached the remaining aliens and offered them a chance to live on Earth, in a protected zone, with the understanding that they had to agree to obey Earth's laws and refrain from violent actions. It was a risky proposition, but the aliens, perhaps due to their shared experience with the predators, seemed willing to agree. The kids, using their communication devices, reached out to the predators, who had been defeated but not destroyed. They were willing to accept a ceasefire and explore a cooperative future. The predators were initially reluctant, but they also seemed to recognize that continuing to fight against the Earth and the aliens was a losing battle. Legacy of spies. With the peace treaty between the predators, the aliens, and Earth in place, Juni and Carmen Cortez had a new mission. They decided to create a new branch of the OCO, specifically designed to handle future threats from outer space. The new organization, dubbed the Galactic Guardians, would be composed of spies, alien beings, and humans who were willing to work together to protect Earth and ensure peace in the galaxy. "We can't just sit back and wait for the next alien threat," Carmen declared. "We need to be prepared, and we need to work together." Juni, ever optimistic, added, "Think of it, Carmen. We're not just spy kids anymore. We're Galactic Guardians." The new organization, a culmination of their experiences and the hard-won lessons during the battle against the Predators and the aliens, was a testament to their bravery, ingenuity, and belief in unity. They proved that friendship, even with alien creatures, was stronger than any weapon, and that a collaborative approach was the key to preserving peace across the cosmos. Conclusion. As the Galactic Guardians stood watch over a newly forged peace, Juni and Carmen Cortez realized that the fight between alien races was far from over. The seeds of conflict were still present, the possibility of future wars never truly extinguished. But they had glimpsed a future where collaboration and understanding could prevail, and they would dedicate their lives to fostering that future. They were the legacy of spies, a testament to the power of courage, ingenuity, and unity in facing extraordinary threats. They were the future of espionage, a beacon of hope in a universe full of darkness and danger. Their journey was far from over, but they had learned that even in the face of the most formidable threats, hope could always prevail, with the right friends by your side. This adventure trilogy solidified their legacy as not only guardians of Earth, but also pioneers of intergalactic peace. Their story would be told for generations to come, a timeless testament to the importance of friendship, diplomacy, and the willingness to fight for a future where everyone, regardless of species or origin, could find a place under the stars. Join us today on Mr. Fictionality. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification button so you don't miss our next video. See you soon.